Hey guys, welcome back to Well Moonlight Vlogs, or hello if you're new. Just wanted to let you know before we jumped into this vlog that there is a part 1 to this vlog, so if you wanted to jump back and go watch that first or watch it second, it doesn't matter too much, but I just thought I would throw it out there and just in case you wanted the extra cozy vibes. Anyways, this week in particular was part 2 of our stay-at-home quarantine honeymoon. I think we can all just assess that nothing went to plan this year. We did have other plans in mind, but we decided to just try and roll with it. And this portion of the honeymoon was very responsible. But in order to balance out being responsible, I wanted to start the day off with some pumpkin spice cinnamon buns. I think these would have been better if they were homemade. I might be biased because I made that video about making homemade cinnamon rolls, but honestly, I think even just the plain canned ones would have been better. There's just not enough pumpkin to justify it. I think that's my overall general opinion. Thursday and Friday, we mostly spent the days shopping for stuff for our kitchen. I also want to interrupt real fast and say that school pickup is starting, so you are probably going to hear traffic behind me. This is the only time I can record this. I am terribly sorry. Anyways, we went to Best Buy and we actually ended up not getting anything because they didn't have what we specifically wanted, and Zach wasn't ready to compromise on that. Sally's also did not have anything that we wanted, and I really wanted to dye my hair for Halloween and get more festive with it, and they were wiped out with colors. Good for them. Finally, we went to Michael's. I got some yarn for a couple of at-home projects, and I think I got new needles. I can't remember. I've been buying a lot of new needles lately. At Bed Bath & Beyond, we actually got a new set of pots and pans. When we first moved in together, we were 20 years old and we didn't realize that pots and pans are expensive, and if they're not expensive, they don't last very long. So we've made them last 5 years and they needed to be replaced pretty badly. So we got a new Calphalon set, non-stick, super fancy. We also got a Ninja blender. I'm not trying to promote Ninja, but I genuinely didn't know that smoothies were supposed to be super smooth. I've used it a couple of times. You guys know I really like my smoothies for breakfast, and these have been the smoothest smoothies I've ever had. They are so worth it. And we also got the 2-in-1, so it's a food processor and a blender, so I think that makes it really worth the investment that we put down. And to end that day, we went and had a picnic. We got some Logan Steakhouse takeout, and we took it to our favorite park, and it was a really nice evening. When we got home, Zach was super excited to unpack everything. I was actually having a flare-up, probably from the food. We have figured that out a little bit more, so I'm not too worried about it anymore, but I was having a flare-up, so Zach unpacked everything on his own, and then I just bailed to go watch TV, and it was really nice and relaxed. We did not use the smoothie that night, but I do think, or the blender that night, but I do think we used it the next day. Friday morning, our first stop was actually at the Container Store. We think this was our second time ever going. I love it there. Everything just makes me so excited to organize things. We didn't actually purchase anything. The entire reason we went was so that we could try and figure out what kind of containers we want to upgrade to for all of our flour. If you're new here, I like to bake a fair deal, so I have multiple types of flour on hand and all of the other ingredients. So I wanted a better way to store that, and I have a very specific list of needs that I wanted from containers, so I wanted to get an idea so that we can figure out a budget and how we can make it work. We did manage to find hair dye at Sally's. I am very excited with my hair. I didn't dye it in this vlog, but you will see it in an upcoming vlog. I'm really happy with it. I feel very pretty with it. And the lady at Ulta was super freaking nice, and I was hoping that I could see her. The last time I went, I didn't get to see her. Anyways, the main event of this day was to go to IKEA, and we got a kitchen island, which I have been wanting ever since we moved in. If you have seen my kitchen in vlogs, you know that we have a pretty kitchen, but it doesn't have a lot of counter space and it doesn't have a lot of storage space, so it doesn't feel functional, and it stresses both of us out to the point that we avoid food, which shouldn't happen, but it does. So we got a kitchen island. We've been picking this one out and mulling over it for like a month, and since we didn't go on a honeymoon, we had the money to get it. We also got a couple of stools, and it was so worth it. It was so worth it. It was worth the wait. It was worth the money. I'm so happy that we have a kitchen island now. Saturday morning / afternoon, the plan was to stay at home. Zach was going to put together all of the IKEA furniture, and I was going to clean the kitchen. Zach did put together the IKEA furniture, which I got to time lapse, but I ended up having another really bad flare up. This one was worse than the day before, so I was in bed not doing anything, and I was really bummed about it because I really wanted to set up the island so that it was like ready for baking, and I was so excited for like just baking and using it, but I was struggling to carry bags of flour from one side of the kitchen to the other, and that did not happen. I also didn't get to do all the dishes and have everything feel super pristine the way I had wanted, but we still have the island and I'm still really happy about that, so it did work out. And then I still didn't feel great and still wasn't eating, so I just laid in bed with plain popcorn, unbuttered, because that is my personal preference, not because I think that's healthy or anything, but salted popcorn and watching Code Lyoko, which was amazing. I did not know Netflix was gonna bring it back. And I know I shouldn't be eating this ramen, but I really wanted comfort food because of how crappy I'd been feeling for so long. So I think I ate maybe a quarter of this packet. I could not hold down a lot of food, but it was so yummy. I actually really wanted ramen today, but I didn't get any. I was a good kid and I got leftovers. Yay me. Sunday was a full moon and we didn't really have a lot of plans, but we decided to make some apple cider in our new pots and pans, which they are huge. They are so much bigger than our older pans were. And we lit a bunch of candles and sat outside. We don't have a fire pit yet. I have been nagging to get one for a little while now, but we decided to bunch up the candles and make it feel like a little fire pit, and it was really nice. And also the time lapse of the full moon coming up is like probably one of my favorite clips that I've ever filmed, and if you look very closely you can see like stars moving around it too, which, oh my gosh, I can't explain how excited I am for that. Alright everyone, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I swear I'm gonna try and get on top of the editing schedule. My computer is crashing again, so it's really hard to get videos up on time. But this week was really special. This vlog was really important to me, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it is not a super glamorous honeymoon where we get to go traveling and all of that, but it's 2020 and we made the best that we could, and it was really just nice to get to spend time with my spouse while I could. It was the closest to a vacation we've gotten to take in a really long time, other than our hiking trip earlier this year, but even then that was a day trip. This was almost a full week. We haven't really gotten to do that before. Anyways, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Please hit subscribe, and I will see you in a couple of days. Bye.